Hi everyone, Martin Decatur here. I hope that you are doing well. Uh, Today I'm coming with a video as the starting of the complement of the blog on the web page. I'm gonna talk about the self-rescue, which is a maneuver that it's gonna allow us to ride more safely and with more confidence. So in general, we're gonna enjoy better our sessions, and it's very important because these maneuvers are not straight related with kiting itself, like flying the kite and riding on the board. So it's more likely we're gonna forget it, and also we need a few tries until we really get it. So my call to you guys is, if you're gonna practice this alone, look for safety conditions like not stronger winds at 20 knots, side shore or onshore winds. Always be like on company of somebody, and yeah, that's it. So to start, we have three different ways to finish the self-rescue. The first and most common one is when you are able to come back to the beach with the kite, using it as a sail. The second one is when we are like riding on a beach where there is like a break point of the waves. So on this one, we won't be able to use the kite as a sail, because if a wave breaks into the kite, it's gonna sink on the water, and of course we don't want that. And the third one is most likely in offshore winds, when we depend on a rescue team, like on a rescue boat. So yeah, all of them start on the same way. We lost the control of the kite, or maybe we're gonna crash with some stones, rocks, or maybe the beach. And yeah, the most important thing is to keep calm, to keep cool, to analyze the situation. And once that we realize that we cannot get out of it without the self rescue, we're gonna use the quick release of the bar or the ejection of the bar. So when we do that, it's very important to take away our hands as the bar goes away, because it's gonna go out fast and it might hit your hands. Once this happens, the kite is gonna fall on the water and it's supposed to stay there. If it flies, it won't fly more than 2 seconds. So it's gonna be on like on the park position or the smile position. Once that we notice that it's there, we're gonna see the tension on the leash on the safety line. We're gonna start like pulling that line until we get to the bar. Once we get to the bar, we are on the most critical part of the whole maneuver. That is like when you grab the bar. When you grab the bar, you really want to be sure that you are not releasing the tension of the safety line, because if you do so, the line is gonna run back to the kite and it's gonna take the power again, and we're gonna be again on the problem that make us do the quick release or start the maneuver. Once we have the bar on one of our hands, we want to start wrapping the line on one of the sides, any of them, until we get like some 30, 40 centimeters from the harness, including like the leash and the line. Then with the external side of our hand facing our face, with the four fingers, we want to grab the line, we want to twist it, we want to put the five finger on it, open, and we want to have kind of a loop. We're gonna put that loop on the side of the bar, and then we're gonna close it or put tension on it by pulling the line. On this way, we're gonna make sure that the lines doesn't gonna run back to the kite, and then we're gonna start wrapping the fourth lines remaining, as we do when we are packing the kite. Once that we are 1.5 meter away from the kite, we're gonna make the same loop with the four lines, or we're gonna use the rubber bands that are on the bar to secure the lines, and then we're gonna start pulling the lines until we get to the kite, keeping the bar with us. So we're gonna go to the side of the kite and we're gonna flip it. And from here, we're gonna consider the main strut or the central strut on a place to put our head. So we're gonna be along the kite. So half of our body is gonna be inside of the kite, and the other half is gonna be outside of it on the water. We're gonna take the bridles or the central lines of the kite to close a little bit and to create a sail um, with which we're gonna go back to the shore. So obviously we have to sail towards the shore. If you feel comfortable and under control, you can get out of the kite, go to the other side, and then close a little bit the whole kite, doing like a C. And on this way, we can go way faster to the shore. So this is the way that the first situation of the self-rescue finishes. The second one, it's when we are like on the break point of the shore. So on this case, before we get where the waves are breaking, we're gonna make sure that the cliffs that connects the struts with the bladder are closed, and we're gonna deflate the bladder. After we do so, we're gonna close the valve in order to don't get water on the kite, and we're gonna start wrap the kite as we do when we pack it, leaving the bar inside of it. Then we're gonna take off our harness and we're gonna put it on the kite. Since the struts are inflated, you're just gonna uh, release the kite and it's gonna float towards the beach and you come out swimming. That's the finish of the second one, and the way to do the third one, which is with the self rescue. I mean, with the rescue team. It's once that we spot that the boat spot us, we're gonna deflate the kite. We're gonna do the same, and then we're gonna keep the kite uh, to the guys on the boat. This is the most safe way to do it, but we really want to make sure that they spot where we are before deflating the kite, because it's way easier to spot 6, 8, 12 square meters colorful kite than our heads floating on the water. So yeah, that's it. Some tips. It's in case that we are on open water, open sea, alone. Um, to avoid getting hypothermia fast, we're gonna lay on the kite as is a couch or a sofa. So since we have our body outside of the water, it's gonna be harder for us to get hypothermia. I hope that you guys don't get on that situation. Also, another tip is always check the conditions of your quick release, also the safety leash. You really want to make sure that the ejection is working properly. It doesn't have sand or rust on it, because if you are on a risky situation and you need them, you don't need it to not work. So always be checking your equipment and taking care of it. And last, when you are wrapping the lines, since it's hard, you can also pass the lines through the hook of your harness, so then the tension and the friction is going to remain on the hook, and then you can wrap the lines a little bit easier. So that's it. I hope that it worked for you guys. As a reminder, maybe if you're about to take the lessons, it's also a way to start understanding a little bit more the concepts. If you're gonna practice, because to all of us it takes a few times to get it and to feel comfortable doing it. Look for safety conditions, and yeah, that's it. I hope that you like it, guys. If you found that this is like some valuable information, I will appreciate a lot if you give it a like, if you hit the subscribe button, and you share it with some friends. Uh, this is everything about like having a safe community that every one of us know how to react on the risky conditions, on the problems. And I'm also going to be uploading some other content like sailing rules and all that. So we have a good community, and we avoid risks. So yeah, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed the video and see you on the next one. So most likely you're gonna be wondering what's happening with my board when I'm doing the whole maneuver, right? So the truth is since we are doing this because of a risky situation, if we can stick with the board while we're doing it, amazing. That's what we want. But if you can't, don't hesitate about releasing it. You're gonna find a way to get it back late.